What's up, guys? Today I want to get into some issues with YouTube right now.
What's on Jay's mind?
Okay, so lately, and by lately I'd say it's been going on for a while now, years maybe. YouTube has had several different problems. One, unsubbing people at random from channels that they're subbed to. Two, they're doing sub purges where a huge chunk of people subscribed to a channel will just disappear. They're not sending out notifications when people are uploading videos that you're subbed to, and most recently, one of the biggest problems is how they're recommending videos, promoting videos, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to get into all that and the inner workings of, and they're saying, oh well, our algorithm is messed up and this and that and yada yada yada. I'm not going to get into all that. Matt Pat Game Theorist, he does a very excellent job explaining a lot of that. I'll link that down below. I actually just watched that video before recording this, and he does it way better than I could ever explain it because he's just way smarter than I am. But back there laughing, dude's a smart dude. He really is. So leading into that, essentially right now the problem, what breaks down to, is YouTube is watching watch times. Basically, if an hour-long video is getting viewed 30 minutes and a 3-minute video is getting viewed for those 3 minutes, they're looking at, oh, well, they stayed on this video for 30 minutes versus, well, they watched the entire thing over here. But again, I'm not going to get into that. What I want to get into here is, where do I see YouTube going and content creators? What are we going to do about this? What's going to happen with all this in the future? And I can kind of compare YouTube to one of my theories with Blockbuster Video. As we all know, Blockbuster Video is just not a thing anymore. I think there's a couple of random stores down in like deep South Texas in the valley. I think there might be one in Alaska randomly somewhere, but Blockbuster is just not a thing anymore. And in my opinion, Blockbuster, this is relevant, bear with me please. Blockbuster, they had a monopoly on game rental, or sorry, they had a monopoly on movie rental places. There was some competition, and they just didn't last like Hollywood Video and stuff like that. Well, right now YouTube has a monopoly on a website where people can share their videos, because they're the only one basically. Well, you had Blip TV for a little bit, that didn't last. So Blip was kind of the Hollywood Video. Well, along came Redbox and Netflix, and they rented people the discs, and they obviously became a streaming service too, Netflix. Well, Blockbuster Video, they jumped on that bandwagon too late. And the problem with that was, by the time Blockbuster had raised their prices and raised their prices and raised their late fees and all that other stuff, and they were literally raping their customers and raping their wallets for money hand over fist, that when this other thing came along where, oh wait, I can rent as many movies as I want for $8 a month. I don't get any late fees. If I don't return them, oh well, I just can't get another movie. Okay, great, let me do that. Well, by the time Blockbuster figured this out and decided to do the same thing, they couldn't compete. They couldn't compete with Netflix, with the discs that were in the mail. They tried to do a Redbox style thing in some gas stations. I want to say Quick Trip. It didn't work. At this point, people were sick and tired and fed up with Blockbuster, and they had this other option over here that was way better, Netflix and Redbox. And Netflix and Redbox are still around. Now, am I saying YouTube is going to be destroyed and go down? No, that's not what I'm saying. But YouTube is catering towards like mainstream media channels now, like CNN and Late Show and things of that nature, okay? And forgetting about all of us independent content creators, including the big ones like, well, PewDiePie. PewDiePie had to label one of his latest videos, I'm deleting my channel at 50 million views, just so it would go viral and get seen. Because this new algorithm mess up that's happening, his videos aren't being recommended to people, and obviously people aren't getting it in their sub box, not getting their notifications, things like that. People are getting unsubbed, so even if they were going to get it, they're not subbed, so they're not going to get it because they're not subbed. Somebody is going to come along, and they're going to do everything that YouTube is not doing, okay? And what that's going to do, right now there's a thing called VidMe. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of content creators are making accounts now, early. They're doing it now. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to make one too. We've already made a Game Chasers one on VidMe. 8-Bit Eric has made one. I've seen oh, fuck, I want to say the completionist, Gerard made one, but everyone is tweeting every now and again how, hey, I'm on VidMe, go follow. Why are we doing that? Well, we're doing that just in case. Just in case the quote-unquote bottom falls out of YouTube and we have to have somewhere else to go to upload our content, because YouTube doesn't care about us. They don't care about the small-time people, the independent content creators. They don't care about us, and they never have. They do nothing to protect us, even when it comes down to copyright strikes, trademark infringements, like nothing. You can literally just go on there and say, hey, they're using my shit, and YouTube will take the video down or take the money from you and give it to whoever is claiming that it's their song or video or whatever the case may be. Well, right now, VidMe is kind of Lord of the Flies. There's no rules, and that's going to change. It's not going to stay like that forever, and I'm not putting VidMe, like, a site like VidMe down or anything like that. They will get rules, and they will have structure. They will have structure. But right now, go on, you can make an account and go on there, you can upload all your videos. And the beauty part is, we've got this backlog of videos that we can upload, and all my friends who are going over there right now have this backlog of videos they can upload, so it's not like they're just not necessarily starting from nothing. Okay, get back on track here. What VidMe is going to do, someone like VidMe is going to do, that YouTube is not doing, is the minimum. Okay, and this is my YouTube compared to Blockbuster scenario here. They're going to not be unsubbing channels. They're not going to be purging subs. They're going to allow the people who are subbed to you to get that notification saying, hey, Shady J just put up a new video. Hey, the gaming historian just put up a new video. There's a ton of people who are not getting these. And that's the thing, like, if our subscribers, if our audience, minimum, our audience got the notifications that they quote unquote signed up to get by hitting that subscribe button, wouldn't be so much of an issue. If everybody was getting that notification, right now currently I have just over 17,000 subs on this channel. If all 17,000 people subbed to me, got that notification, got that email, it popped up in their sub box whenever they went to YouTube, and they had the chance to watch my video, it wouldn't matter. Okay, these algorithms that are pushing these other channels would matter a lot less, at least. Okay, and that goes for everybody who makes videos. Well, the problem is that's not happening. That's not happening. Now, how much of this channel's audience or that channel's audience is not getting notified that their favorite content creator is putting up a video, I have no idea. But if they're not sending out notifications and they're making people randomly unsub for zero reason, no reason whatsoever, all it's going to take is somebody doing that, the minimum. And then you're going to start seeing people say, okay, well, let me start coming over here. Let me start moving my videos over here. Let me tell my audience to come over here and check me out and all this other stuff, because who knows what's going to happen with YouTube in the next 3 months or the next 3 years or whatever for that matter. I mean, like I said, they're going the way of more mainstream media channels, big company channels, and concentrating on those guys and focusing on those guys and pushing them and pushing their videos and all that other stuff. One thing Matt Pat says is basically you have to make long videos and you have to do them every single day. Nobody can do that. CNN has a team of people, a team of editors who can, though. So they're going to get their videos pushed and whatnot. So YouTube, I don't know if you're going to listen to me or not. Someone listen. And the problem is they won't recognize any issues. They won't say that there's a problem. They say, nope, everything's fine. No one's getting unsubbed. Everyone's getting their notifications. It's not true. Okay? The people who watch us aren't tweeting us and whatever saying, hey, what the fuck, I was unsubbed. I had to resub for no reason. They're not lying. There's so many people saying it that it has to be a problem. It's not one person crying wolf here. So I don't know. Maybe YouTube decides they can fix things. And here's something I don't understand. YouTube makes their money by ads getting played, just like we do. So you would think they would want all of PewDiePie's 50 million subscribers getting that notification saying that he made a video, so they at least have the chance to have 50 million potential views every video he puts up, which is just money for them. If someone doesn't see a video and no one watches the video, they don't get paid on it. Just like we don't get paid on it if someone uses ad block or skips the ad or whatever, all that kind of stuff. It's like, to me, it's simple. It's a numbers game. How many big corporate channels are out there? Okay, who knows? Let's say 5,000. All right, great. YouTube's going to make money on those 5,000 channels and neglect the 5 million channels that are out there making content every day, like me, like PewDiePie, like MatPat, like, you know, these just, you can't neglect a huge chunk of your quote unquote employees. We're basically independent contractors. You can look at us like that. If we don't work, you don't make money either. But they're failing to see that, failing to recognize that, failing to do anything about that. So someone right now is working on a new website, or maybe it's even made, vidme.com, right? Where the minimum, in my opinion, will be done. You don't lose your subscribers and your followers get notified every time you put up a video. That's kind of what I want to talk about this, because again, I'm not going to get into the numbers and the analytics and all that other stuff with all the problems that YouTube's having. There's way more people who have made a video on that explaining that kind of thing and have done it way better than I could ever do. That's just my thought on, okay, what's going to happen if they keep going the course like this and keep screwing over everybody who's making videos on YouTube, or the mass majority of people that are making videos on YouTube at least. So hopefully by the time this video comes out, my VidMe channel will be up and running and ready to go, and we'll put the link down below and go over there and sub to it, and we'll start uploading all of my content up to VidMe. And I don't know, maybe hopefully YouTube fixes things, because this is where our audience is. But when times change, you got to change with the times. And the unfortunate thing is, a lot of us, well, I say us, people I know, this is how we make our living. This is how we survive. This is how we pay our bills, is making videos for you guys. And YouTube is not allowing those videos to get seen. Because the bottom line is, the first, really, I've only been doing this full time for a year. So we're going into year 6 on YouTube. So for 5 years, just like everyone else, I was working a 40-hour-a-week plus job and trying to do YouTube at the same time. And it's finally paid off. And now YouTube is putting up roadblocks and saying, well, good job making videos, but we're not going to allow half of your audience to see what you're doing now. I don't know. So we are stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that's really all I have to say about it. Hopefully YouTube pulls their heads out of their asses, they do something about this, and nobody has to leave and jump ship and go somewhere else. But you know what though? In my opinion, honestly, competition isn't a bad thing. You go to just about any street corner, you're going to see multiple gas stations, multiple fast food places, things like that. Competition helps regulate. So if somebody comes in and is going to do the things that YouTube is not going to do, and YouTube starts losing content creators, which essentially makes them lose money, maybe they'll say, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we need to fix this. Let's just, for YouTube's sake, hopefully it won't be too late by the time something like that happens. So that's my thoughts on that. You guys, feel free to clog up the comment section with whatever you want to on this entire subject, on everything. Just let's discuss it. Go for it. So have at it. Thank y'all very much for tuning in, and see y'all tomorrow.